Hey guys, so today's video is on a concealer that I bought from Instagram. This is another product that I saw in my sponsored feed just when I was like, I think I was just scrolling through Instagram or something like that and thought it'd be interesting. This is I think by Only You and it's like a big pot concealer. I assume that this can also be used as a foundation because who uses this big a pot of concealer? I accidentally dug into it when I took off the plastic. I also got really confused about this. I was just trying to figure out if there was like a mirror underneath here, but no, it's not like the last one. Again, I can't tell you what shade I got because it's in another language. Oh, it says 01 on it. This almost looks like my skin tone, to be honest. So I'm not sure how highlighting it's going to be. I actually don't typically use pot concealers. I have the NARS Soft Matte Concealer and I have Benefit Buoyant Concealer. Don't use either of them. The only thing I end up using them for is just to touch up my nose where I've been wearing my glasses during the day and it rubs off my foundation. And that is a waste of money. Before I get into the review, I just want to say one quick thing. Huge thank you for everyone that checked out my Instagram BB cream video. It hit over 1,000 views in like just under a week. That's unheard of for my channel and I honestly really appreciate it. I'm so grateful. Some of my Primark videos would get maybe 1,000 views over about a month, not a week. So I just want to say a huge thank you. Also, I'm really sorry if I look like crap today. I've been feeling rough all day and I've only just started to feel better and I really need to film a video. But let's scoot you in so you can see me even closer. My dark circles aren't that bad. I'm going to use this similar to how I would use a concealer on like a less makeup day. So what I normally do is I'd use something like this. This is my Real Infallible concealer and if I just wanted to quickly do my makeup, I would put concealer underneath my eyes, just a tiny bit on my cheeks because I've got a bit of redness and scarring from when I had really bad acne when I was a kid. And maybe just a little bit in the centre just so it doesn't look so stark. I'm going to do the same with this. It is already almost 3:30. Like I said, I've been feeling really crap. I'm going to wear this for at least 6 to 8 hours. I'm going to try to at least keep it on until 9 o'clock. So I'm first of all going to use my finger. Just kind of like try and pat the concealer in. That's nice and brightening. The only thing about concealers like this is that because you have to put your finger in there, and don't get me wrong, I wash my hands, but you can end up getting bacteria. Like obviously I've just touched my face and you know that's oils and things like that. I'm really sorry, I'm basically just flipping you off. I was going to do a comparison between this and my NARS Soft Matte Concealer, but I kind of want to see how this performs on its own. So it's not like that's something I use regularly. If you do want to see this against like my normal everyday concealer, I can definitely do that. I'm kind of going to place this with my finger, smudge it out a little bit, but I am going to buff it in a little bit more. That's pretty good, just for like an everyday concealer. So the last one, which was god awful. Maybe like the Glossier. Again, I haven't tried that one, but I know that kind of the Glossier like pot concealer. I know that's one that a lot of people who are going for kind of the natural, maybe a little bit more affordable. It's starting to crease, but then it is a cream product. I don't expect it to not fall into my fine lines. I'm just going to use a dry sponge just to make sure it's nice and blended. I did see a comment on my last video about me using a dry sponge with the foundation. That's just how I use my foundations. To be honest, if it was bad with a dry sponge, it's probably going to be bad with a wet sponge, like even worse. I'm going to be putting a little bit of Tati Beauty eyeshadow today. I have the Conspiracy palette as well. What I think I'm going to do, because there's just first impression reviews and things like that, I'm going to do a comparison on using one for a week. If you like this, you'll like this one better. If you like this, you'll like this one better, etc. Natural makeup day. My darkness has been brightened. I just look like I'm natural. It doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup on or anything like that. Did I even blend out that? If you want a nice natural concealer, I don't understand the sponge part, like this sponge, but this is like a powder puff. Left like indents because for some reason it has these like little spikes on top and on bottom. I honestly believe that this is quite a nice concealer. I don't know how well it's going to do throughout the whole day. I'm just going to powder underneath my eyes. Colourpop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder in Fair. I have Hit Pan. I also have a pressed version of this. Do my under eyes. so much easier than getting a loose powder out specifically for under eyes. Even my brushes are cold. It is freezing in the UK at the moment. The brush handles, I understand, like this is metal, but even the bristles, everything is freezing. This isn't even winter yet, this is autumn. I put like a little bit of this all over anywhere I put my concealer. Grab a tiny bit with a more packed brush just to make sure I'm kind of even. I will do the rest of my makeup and then I'll check back in to let you know how it's currently doing. At the moment it is 3:30, so like I said, I'm going to try and keep this on until at least 9 o'clock. I just did a matte look using these 3 shades. Aura, Soothe and Ritual from the Tatti palette. Aura shade, it's so nice and brightening. I love them both. I love Tatti, I love Shane. Last year I was in Malaysia. Shane Dawson's videos made me feel like I had company when I was in a completely different country and the biggest thing in my life had just changed. I could be extremely biased against Shane, but I'm not going to be. I'm going to be completely honest because they're palettes at the end of the day. It's just makeup. I have good things to say about both palettes and I have a couple of negative-ish things to say about both palettes. I want to give you proper reviews. The light is fading extremely fast and my concealer, it's already creasing. Can you kind of tell that that's really gone into my lines? I do have lines under your eyes. This is definitely one that's gonna leave streaks and I properly blend that out. I put powder in it. The rest of my face, like my forehead looks nice. You can really see my pores, but that might be because did I even put a primer on? Wow, I forgot to put a primer on. I don't need a primer underneath my eyes and that's where I think most people are going to want to know if this works. I do have oily skin, so just letting you know in advance. But at the moment, I don't think it's bad at all. I just think that it has definitely gone into my lines. Hey guys, so it's 9 o'clock. It's 5 minutes to 9. I'm just watching Hat Chats because I'm really far behind. But I thought I'd just give you an update on the concealer. I'm not sure how well you can tell, but yeah, it's really creased. The rest of my face doesn't look too bad. If you don't suffer from deep set lines, I don't think this is a bad concealer at all. You get a lot of product, so you could easily use this. You could probably even use it as foundation instead of a concealer. If you want to see it used as a foundation, please let me know in a comment below. But if you did enjoy this video, I'm still waiting for the pressed powder to be delivered. So I will have another Instagram makeup product review very soon, I hope. Subscribe if you feel like it. I do try to post a couple times a week. I don't have a set schedule anymore. My life is so crazy. Unfortunately, I just can't keep to a schedule at the moment. But I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you all very soon in the next one. Bye!